Was it class today?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to start it now. There. You're awake. Oh my goodness. You want me next to you? You're on the camera. Other side might be easier. Instead of, you know what I mean? So I want to add some mobility today. So you're going to go fully off balance. Choice three. Listen as you have to do this like more stretches before we do mobility. Trying to keep your head up to the sky. So, you better continue or go ahead, release the fast off the knees. You're just going to slide down. And you're going to slide down. Think about your inner thighs. So you can feel your hamstrings, yeah, lower back, all kinds of stuff, right? Pull your navel. So every time I take that bow or that lower inactive, I get a little bit more. Finding the stretch. Now, we add a little bit of a squat, like you're trying to reach the outside. Make sure you don't roll out to the outside of the knee. You can help us kind of roll out. Think about your inner thighs being active. Use a full range of motion. Down and down. And even this little stretching warm-up is a workout. One more. Thanks so much. Just get things that go to pace. You're not going to right? We're going to take your leg behind. When I have most of my weight on this back leg, so soften your knees. So my knees come just a little bit. So from the side of you, yeah, kind of a squatty sit. Not a true squat, just a ankle squat, right? I'm going to try to keep my abs tucked in. You're going to slide the end. Slide. A little bit more outside aspect of your legs. Down that time. Make sure that you'll back here on the outside of your hamstrings. And your knees are touching each other, bracing. So you can take that power a little easier. Can you take this hand and sweep right back up? Squeeze your inner thighs. Sweep down. Yep. Sweep up. I know, right? Sweep down. Sweep up. And my inner thighs are working. We abs in, sweep down. Sweep up. And we're not moving fast. Last one here. And up. If you have more 30 days, we're not following. So we start with finding your flexibility, your movement, and then we add a little mobility to the balance. Now, other leg behind. Because I'm facing the camera, I call backwards my hips. I I'm on this back foot, right? And then I get to that. I'm squeezing those thighs together so I can tap my right or my front foot to be easy. Now, soft your knees, but my legs are still squished together. But you just slide down. And again, I'm letting my body dictate how far I go down, right? I'm not trying to find that extra hook with my foot, my stretch. I go down, I find a nice stretch, and I come back up. And every time I do this, I can get a little lower. All right, we're gonna go down and sweep up. Ready? Down, squeeze your thighs, reach up and around, and down. Squeeze up, and down. I have talked to women this week about inner thigh activity, and I've talked to any woman this week that's been kind of interested. We use inner thighs a lot in dancing. Or you don't activate, you balance. You lose a lot of leg strength. Let's hold up. When I have you crossed, your inner thighs have to work, not much else, and you're like, oh. So if you move around, let me turn this down. Do you feel like you're a little more loose?
Oh, yeah.
In your hips and back?
Yeah.
So I think that's my biggest issue with starting a group class is we get, okay, we're gonna just do this. And you're like, well, hold on.
It's morning.
Yeah, it's morning time.
I'm 50.
I just crawled out of bed, hopped in the vehicle, and got here. True statement. All right, so I'm gonna take my leg back. And I'm not looking for a deep lunge. What I'm looking for is just easy. I'm going to take that foot forward. Easy. Easy back. Easy forward. Easy back. Easy forward. Just getting movement in the body, finding balance and back. All right, so take it back and hold. So if we took this hand and reached for your foot, and if we came up and we took this standing leg and pushed it clear to the back, and then we reach for your other foot. And we're going to step forward and reach, step back, and reach, step forward, reach, step back, and reach. You can feel the balance issues. Step forward and reach, step back, and reach. One more each. Forward. And back. Rest for a second. Can you feel the outside of your hips? Yeah. Hey. And you might be a little breathy because now we added movement to our strength and flexibility and mobility. We have not picked up on weight. And I'm like, each. Right? So we're going to do the same thing. Let's see, we started, did we start on this one? Where to back? Where's it?
This one was my stable.
All right, so we're going to do the other one. We have to stand on this leg. Go back first. And go forward. So we do the same motion, getting used to that leg going stabilized, finding the weight change, feeling okay with the weight change, making sure, because I keep rolling to the outside of my foot right now, inner thighs have to squeeze. Make them work this morning. Here we go. Go back, reach for your front foot with the opposite hand, step back, reach, step forward, reach, step back, reach, And there's a rotation around your spine. You reach. Step forward. Reach. Step back. Reach. I know, right? Forward. Reach. Step back. Reach. Step forward. Go back. And then go. Stand up.
That was the most instability
Yeah.
I could feel.
Did your heart rate up?
Yeah.
I know, we haven't jumped, haven't done anything like really dumb. Make our heart rate go really high, or get, I'll say warm. Like, there's some heat going on. So, I asked you earlier how your hips felt on your back. Do they feel a little more loosey?
I'm not noticing it like I was when I walked in here.
Right, right, so we keep like stretching through the work. Kind of like this little concept we're playing with this morning. Strength, balance, flexibility, mobility, right? All the pieces, all in one little tiny, like 12-minute workout. Like that, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting tired. So we do really dumb things because we think they're good for us. I want you to think about putting your toes on the crack, basically, right? Where the boards meet. I want your feet hip width apart, right? So feet, hips, and shoulders are all lined up. Make sure they're parallel, right? Don't turn out or anything. So I want you to think about the wall behind you, wall in front of you. Keep your hands on the wall. Now touch the wall with your booty in the back. That's all I do right there. And come right back up. Pull your navel in this time, ready? And touch the wall behind you. And come up. Feel that action? Can you feel your abs? Push away, pull up. Push away, pull up. Push. Do you realize you're getting lower without trying? Push away, right? You sit a little more. Push. Are your inner thighs active? Press away. Press away. Press away. Press away. Press hold. Let your hands sweep the floor. Come right back up to parallel hold. Do it again, sweep the floor. Make sure your inner thighs are talking and your quads are talking. Hands touch on the floor. Good. Booty bounce here. Inner thighs are squeezing. Quads are yelling. 4, 3, 2, one more. Power all the way through the heels. Stand up. Okay. So that went to a 14-minute workout with, oh my gosh. Right, you can feel your heart rate up. And we did not do anything like,
Oh, my concentration at all.
yeah. That's a good word, concentration. I am really working hard on making sure everybody's talking. Because if I don't, I fall down, to be honest with you. Yeah, it'd be like, is this you the instructor? Yeah, she is. But you can feel everything you're doing right now. Being more mindful with the workout. So super tall again. We're going to take the leg again. I'm going to take it a little further back so my toe is pointed on the floor and I can feel my hips pushing forward, my glutes are tight. And I'm just going to roll over onto the ball of my foot back here. I am split weight. But my inner thighs are really like firing up because if not, I fall down. I'm going to take your shoulders, turn, right? Just a little turn. A little turn. Keep your legs nice and straight. Can you feel Steph working? Turn. She's like, yes. Turn. Pull your navel in, tuck the butt. Turn. 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 One more. Hold the turn. So we're gonna soften both knees. Pulse low. Pulse. Pulse. Can you feel everything working now? Squeeze your butt, squeeze your inner thighs, your quads. Yep, there you go. 4, 3, 2, one more. And you stand up. And again, it's not like we're jumping or anything, but we're like, woo, hold on. But you're concentrating so hard on not falling down, right? Pull down, pull down. And I shouldn't say pull down, just lose balance. All right. So normally when we do all this stuff, our knees are bent and all that kind of stuff. So again, I'm reaching, if this is my 12 o'clock, I'm reaching 7 o'clock, right? And then I curl the toes under, tuck your tailbone, find your inner thighs. Ready? Tick, 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 tick. And every time you tick, can you feel your inner thighs squeeze a little more? Squeeze your butt. Make sure it's tucked under. Pull your abs. Hold the next one. Soften the knees, squeeze, and pulse. Down, pulse, pulse. So we're doing a beautiful little curtsy. Squeeze your inner thighs, tuck your butt. 4, 3, 2, last one, up. And you come out of it and you feel like all of these muscles just fired up, right? And we're putting them in weird positions that we don't use a lot. So, rocking hips. Can you feel the muscles that you can work in? Yeah. But you feel like loosen your hips though, right?
I mean, I gotta hit you this one. It's always gonna hit you.
So the goal is to, by the end of the class, not have that itch.
Not have that itch.
Right? I know, kind of like, oh, right.
Yeah.
So we've been working on hip mobility while we're doing all this stuff. So you notice that I've not picked up one leg yet. We're not there yet. So I'm definitely toed out like 10 and 2. You can do 11 and 1, whatever. I just want to shift from foot to foot, and I'm allowing my knee to track towards my toe. Now tuck your butt up really tall. So it's like I'm sliding a wall behind me. Hold in the center. Can you take one of your feet out just a few inches? That was very graceful and loud. Can you feel your inner thigh stretch a little more? Perfect. Here we go again. Shifting the weight, just right and left. Tuck your toes. All of the fun stuff. We're not doing anything crazy. But you can feel stuff like trying to stabilize. Come center. Can you take your foot out?
Or farther away?
Hmm?
Farther away or?
Farther away. Yeah, it's not so much about turned out, it's more about just being a little farther away. Can you feel like you're a little unstable? Right here, like when broader base, less stability. Wait, what? Tuck your butt. You feel a little more stable now? Engage your glutes, right? Your inner thighs are trying to work and stretch at the same time. Ready to slide the wall. Slide. Oh my gosh. Slide. Slide. Pull your navel. Can you feel your abs working? In your lower back. Four, 3, 2, come center. All right, hands under your derriere. You have to like squeeze your everything right now. Take a bow. Oh my gosh. Stretch and come back up. Ready? Take a bow. Squeeze everything. We have 2 more. One more. And zip it up. I know, I'm out of breath. Like, that's why I keep checking my
I
hips.
feel like I got a pop about to come.
Yeah, I know, it's like, look, it's almost
It's almost there.
So I wanna grab the 5-pound weights. I just want a little bit of weight, not a lot of weight. One, I got both, yeah. Cause I wanna keep some body weight while with you, right? A little bit of weight on each side. So before we start, feet are on that line again. They're parallel. Pull your navel in, grab your touch. We're gonna pick up the knee. Up, out, bring it down, set it in. Do it again. Up, out, down, bring it forward. Up, out, down, bring it forward. One more. Up, out, down, bring it forward. Switch legs and up, out, down, forward, up, out, down, forward, up, out, down, forward. Last one. And set it down. I know it's like, it was just a little range of motion with a little extra weight on this. So we're gonna go out first. Ready? So turn your knee out, bring it up, bring it forward, set it down. Out, up, in, down. Out, up, and down. One more. Switch legs. Turn out, up, forward, down. Up, forward, down. Out, up, keep your butt tucked. One more. Can't help it. And rest for a second. Can you feel your glutes firing up more? Because they're having to stabilize a little more.
That's an I mean, even this is more natural. So my balance was, this doesn't seem.
Because you're coming center.
I would do that maybe in a day, but I don't know that I would do that.
Can you get it in and out of the car? We do that.
This, maybe.
Yeah, when we get it in and
I
out.
really jumped it wrong, but.
Well, that's true. Some of us have to jump, but, if you have a bathtub, we do that. Get in the bathtub, we get out of the bathtub.
Things I don't think about.
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't know whether to know.
So you notice I haven't got measured weights. We're gonna slide your foot back. It's not a big lunge. My feet are on their own roller track rails or skis. Tuck your tush. Can you find that stretch in that hip flexor? Pull your back heel way high off the floor. Can you find your hip flexor stretch? Perfect. So if our hip flexors are tight, we cannot do a good lunge. So I just want you to squeeze your tush here. I don't want you to lower. I want you to find the stretch. To find the stretch, you have to squeeze that glute. When you squeeze it, it's gonna get a little more intense. Now we're gonna take that same knee and lower it. Keeping all those pieces, did it just become hard? Like, now we're working without like lunging. And it feels like if I had that mat underneath me, I'd be stretching the mat from end to end. Because I'm pushing my front foot forward, my back foot back. I can feel actually my feet sliding. And come up. Switching legs, same concept. On a pair of skis, toes are straight forward, feet are parallel to each other, abs are in. So again, tuck your tush. Find that hip flexor stretch. Can you feel your inner thigh working? Think about that back foot, your big toe and the ball of your foot pressing the floor. Can you find your inner thigh on the same leg now? No. Now I want you to push your front foot forward, back foot back. Can you find your glute more now? Push, push, push. Lower down a little more if you'd like. Push hard, push hard, push hard, push hard. You really feel your glutes now, all right? And come up with the weights.
I'm sweating, you know.
And again, it's not that we're like going, okay, 10,000 more lunges and whatnot. We're not really moving, we're just doing isometric holds, being more mindful with our muscles today. So I can tell you, like, right now, my adductors, my inner thighs are squawking.
This
Hamstring.
the same one, it's kind of more on the inside.
Yeah, it's the back half of your adductor. So, like, when we do a lot of workouts, we work that inner belly of that muscle, and we don't get, like, I'm gonna call the outer edges or rims of the muscle. And the same thing with the quad, we always do everything this way. We do some this way, which it's more the adductor, but we have 4 quads, right, to make up the quadricep, 4 separate muscles. And the lateral and the medial one doesn't get as much work.
And you know, the record.
Yeah, and there's 4 separate muscles for the hamstrings as well. So that's why we do weird things with our legs at times. Just it works that way. So I want less hip flexion work and more quad and more hamstring work versus all the hip flexors going, oh, we're working again, right? So off to the side, toes pointed. Like if you were looking straight at me, my heel will be hidden from the front. Now soften your standing leg just a little bit, but don't allow your hips to go anywhere. So I feel like I'm really stretching up out of my hip. Can you feel your belly? If you touch just a tad bit, now you should really feel your abs. So arms off to the side, making a letter T. We're gonna tap that toe to the side, just tap, you forget to go back. That standing leg, can you push your big toe into the floor? Can you find your inner thigh? Make sure your knee is soft on that standing leg. And you feel your quad. And your glute has to fire up or you fall down. Can you find your inner thigh again? Squeeze it harder. Go 4, go 3, go 2. We're gonna switch right over to the other leg. Hold. Again, stretch way high out of the leg and tap your toe. Tap, 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 tuck your tush. Make everybody work, make everybody talk. Go 4, up 3, up 2, and rest. We're working all kinds of muscles together at the same time. So not one muscle goes, oh, I'm really tired. They're all saying, what's on here? Right? But it's all of these muscles, right? Basically, from here to here is working. There were some things I wanted to do, but I'm not going to get done today. Can we go back? Okay. Go back to that touch, touch. Now, take for granted we've been working, so things might not be as pretty. So instead of thinking about staying on a railroad track, can you step outside the railroad track? It gives you a little broader base. Let's get these out of the way because, you know, falling down is always an option. Like that. All right, so this is my standing leg. We're gonna reach, step wide. Reach, step wide, reach. Ready? Step wide, reach. Step wide, reach. Step wide, reach. Switch your stabilizing leg. Ready? Step back. Reach, step forward. Woo. Ooh, this side said, not today, sister. Reach, step forward. Find your everything. Reach. Push back. Reach. Push forward. Reach. Press back. Reach. Come up, rest. One leg easier than the other?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so a little bit forward. Right? Did you find that you could, I know it's balance stuff, but when you were there, did you feel like you could like turn into
More,
it?
and I don't know if it's a wire.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Part of it. So I'm just increasing the range of motion actually. So turn your toes up, slide the ball. How does that feel? Do you feel like you can like sit into these right now? I mean, always an end point, but you're definitely going lower than what you were earlier. Pull your navel in, slide the wall. One more, stay low, here's your bow. Exactly, find that bow. Two more. One more. And come up. Shake it out. So what happens tomorrow when you step and you're like, why is she talking? Because we're getting into those little baby muscles, we don't work so much. All right, we are going to the floor. Where do I want this one? This back. All the way down. Put it down in the wrong spot. That's the waist. All right, so my feet are really close to my glutes. I have that flexibility right now in my knees that I can do that. Sometimes I get stiff and I get like here, but right now everything's kind of more flexible. Is a good word. Through this whole next, whatever it is, 10, 15 minutes, I need your navel to drive through your spine into the floor. Can you feel that? Now, maintaining that, pull your tailbone off the floor. You have a stretch in your quads. Go ahead and drive all the way up to bridge, straight up. Find your inner thighs. Now, lower as a unit, straight down. Is your back touching the floor? Lower back touching the floor. So like my tailbone is off the floor still. So I want to keep that tush tucked through the whole movement. So all the way up, one power move, ready, go. Pull up. Tuck your tush. Feel like your belly button is still reaching for the floor. Take it down, but don't let your tailbone touch. Can you feel your glutes? Are they shaky? I know, right? You can feel them kind of go, hey, wait a minute, right? Power right back up. Squeeze. Drop hold. They are still active. Yes, you're still in that pelvic tilt. Couple more. Ready? Power up. Drop. Power up. Drop. Relax. And when you relax, can you feel your glutes go right? That's how you know if they're really active or not. If they feel like they just fell out everywhere. Nice analogy, right? Again, pull that navel through your spine and into the floor. So I'm really trying to engage my core muscles right now. Can you pull so hard on your pelvic floor and your navel into the floor that you can feel your back working? Does that make sense? Like it feels like a heavy weight is on my body, and there's no way for me to unpin myself from it. Keeping that concept, my tailbone slightly off the floor, I'm going to pick up my right leg and place it on my left, and keep your core muscles engaged. Don't let anything go. We're going to bridge up. Keep that same feeling, that same intensity, hold. Can you feel your belly working more? My butt is tucked and I'm driving my navel in. I have a stretch in my hips. Squeeze your glute, squeeze your glute, squeeze your glute. Bring it all the way down, keep your intensity though. Don't lose your core. Bring that right foot right back down. Keep squeezing your glutes, pulling your abs down. Switch your legs. Your glutes are still working. Don't let them stop. Drive your navel in, pull your pelvic floor. floor. Everything is super tight. Ready, power up, hold everything. That left knee, I'm pressing towards the floor so I get a stretch of my hips, but I'm working everything at the same time. Pull your pelvic floor up. Drive up through that right hip, especially squeeze, 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 drop down, keep holding. Don't let anything loose. Put your left foot down, keep your tailbone off the floor. Pull your navel down, push your back into, lower back into the floor for 4, 3, 2, let everything go. We have not done one crunch. I mean, seriously, but you can feel your abs like sucking in. We're doing the abdominal vacuum through the whole thing. And we're just keeping our core super tight. So, 8-pound weight. So you know what it feels like, that intensity. I need that through the whole pull. So do a couple easy pullovers just to go, okay, my shoulders are happy, my neck's not playing in the game, right? All right, so here we go. Get close to your glutes. Find your intensity, squeeze your glutes, press your lower back down. Ready? Pull over. Does a pullover feel really easy? Tasty. Does that pullover feel kind of easy?
Well, I'm doing it.
Right, you're doing it, but it doesn't feel like working your upper body.
No.
You can definitely feel your lower body working more.
Well, I do feel wrapping my arms.
Right. But you can definitely feel like your torso's working harder than your arms.
I'm holding it.
Yep,
I'm trying to make sure it's.
exactly. So keep the weight above your chest. Pick up your right leg. Squeeze everything. My right lower leg is tabletop. Point me pointed, or foot pointed, excuse me. Can you feel your glutes already? Ready, pull over. Find your abdominals. This is lovely. I'm shaking and barely doing anything. How different that is. One more. Keep your intensity. Put that foot down. Left foot, come off the floor, point. Push your right heel into the floor. Can you feel your glutes shaking? Ready, pull over. Pull your abs. Keep going. You have 2 more. Butt shaking, that's awesome. And down rest. Right? And that's just learning to be more mindful with the movement. We've done these how many times? And we're like, oh, these aren't so bad. And it's like your upper body was like working super hard. Actually, your lower body should be working super hard. Gotta get rid of the weights. Right knee in, left knee in. Rock side, how's your back feel? Does it feel loose? Does it feel tight?
Tight.
Okay. Should be, it's been working.
Yeah, it's so used to being tight and then squeeze.
Right? So just loosen it up a little bit. So I'm going to take the mat and I'm pulling it up. So my feet are on the actual floor. And now I'm going to roll the mat a little bit so it locks basically my glutes. So when I set them back down, it's like I have a little ridge and it's easier to maintain up. Does that make sense? There you go. Cool. So when I bring my knees up, I don't have to work so hard? Is that too far under? Yeah, it should be more lower end of your tailbone. There you go. So when you rock your knees up, is it better? So go ahead and take your legs up. Find the stretch in the back of your legs. My feet are just relaxed.
Again, pull your lower back into the floor, pull your navel in. Now, bring your right toe down, bring your left toe down. Woo, there's the stretch. I'm going to lift and tuck the mat. A little more. And then I'm just gonna keep my legs, that energy pushing through the heels towards the ceiling. Pull your abs down. You got a nice stretch on the back of your legs. Can you feel your abs working at all? Yeah, perfect. Shoulders are relaxed. We're going to be nice to ourselves and really push that lower back down, down, down as we drop that right leg. It only goes as low as you can maintain that back down. You can touch the floor, good for you. If not, that's okay. And then come right back up. Keep pressing that lower back into the floor. Left leg. Keep your core, keep your core, keep your core the whole time. And come back up. Right leg, maintain your core through the whole thing. And up. Left leg, maintain your core. Relax your shoulders, keep out of your ears. And up. Right leg to the side. Make sure it's the side of your foot lowering down. Hold. Find the stretch. Push your left hip down in the mat. Bring that right leg back up. Left leg goes out. Push your right hip down. Don't let your core go. And up. Right leg to the side. Find your core. Ooh, my back just popped. Bring it up. Left side. Push your right hip down. Push, push, push. Keep your core. Keep your core. Bring it up. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee, right foot on the floor, left knee on the floor. Good. Let that mat. All right. Take these to the right, stack them. You feel like you have some range of motion right now? Oh, no. Take your legs to the left. Relax. Bring it back up. Knees fall to the sides. The soles of your feet together. Relax. And knees back up. We're gonna take your right foot. Now, I want a true figure four, so that means my heel does not get close to my glute. It is perpendicular to my body, but I want to slide my leg over so it's in alignment. And then tuck your butt. Can you feel that hip joint? Push your left hip down. Tuck your toes. We're trying to keep your pelvis in neutral. I'm going to switch. So my right leg's kind of extended. I can't put it in as close if I'm doing a true figure four. Tuck your tush. Push the outside of your left leg down. Push your right hip down. Find the stretch. And release. Come up. I'm going to stand all the way up. Move your hips. Like, how do they feel?
They feel like if I keep doing this, I'm gonna have a lot of open space.
Yeah, exactly. Right beside
Throughout the
that.
day.
I got Midwest going on.
Because they're about ready to really let loose.
Yeah, like, I feel a lot more mobile in my hips right now.
Yeah.
And it's not that you aren't working. So you have to activate all these muscles to loosen up your hips, like, you have to heat them up, and you have to keep squatting and doing all the things to make them work better. Yay, go team go. Sweet. Tomorrow's gonna be a painful day, I think. Thank you.
So it wasn't a